Hi guys, welcome back to Gabriel Night Sins of the Fathers. And when we last left off, we were hanging out in the cemetery. We talked to the caretaker guy who just left, so we're alone now, so cool. I think this is one of my family's graves right here. But, go. Okay.
The Wright family tomb. Several of Gabriel and Grant's family members are laid to rest here.
Is this where my grandpa's at? My parents?
Gran talks a lot about you, Harley.
Don't know who Harley is.
Hey.
Oh, Dad.
If Gabriel wants to
Why are we? I thought I was like
Hi. I'm Rebecca's grandson.
much as when they were alive, the Wright elders give no response.
Hi.
Much as...
Hey. Daddy.
Okay.
No way.
Okay, bye family. What's over here? Let's go, I think. Let's go. Okay, whatever. Where can I go next? Oh wait, I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to go back to the shop because, again, I forgot to read the goddamn newspaper. I think this is the way out. Let go. Go. Oh my god, no, I said exit. Thank you. Okay. Shop, shop, shop. There we go.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Okay, newspaper.
Times-Picayune, dated June 19, 1993. A front-page article describes the most recent of the voodoo murders. Gabriel scans it but learns nothing new. The article reiterates that the voodoo aspect of the crimes is fake. Gabriel shivers. It looked real enough to him. Elsewhere, there's an article about the history of Jackson Square, called La Plaza d'Armas. Under French rule, it was used for executions, firing squads, hanging, even impalement and breaking on the wheel. Yikes! Of course, these days it's mostly a hangout for tourists, street musicians and local artists. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Chances of a dark star rising on this day. Do not trust your instincts.
Thanks.
I feel a dark star rising, all right.
Yay, points. Okay, I'm gonna head out again. Wait, no. I need to do something over here while I'm here. There's a book I need, I think,
The
for one of the
history
puzzles.
books on the latter
Boy, I wanna look at stuff. There's a book over here and I need it. Thank you.
If you try to look down my shirt one more time, I'm leaving.
Hell, just trying to refresh my memory.
I know what you're trying to refresh, and it isn't your memory. Get down.
But I need a book!
The history books on the
What is history books? What about over here? There's something...
Gabriel cannot.
I want a book.
Gabriel's had all those books in the bathroom. The ladder provides access to the...
Yeah, I can see that.
That's...
Oh my god, okay, whatever.
I've got some things I need to do.
See ya.
Okay, said I was going to see Magentia Moonbeam. Where's she at? There she is. Hey girl,
Welcome,
what's up?
Seeker. You must be the one Dr. John called me about.
I guess so. My name is...
Wait? Gabriel Knight?
You're too quick for me.
Actually, Dr. John told me. You have come to the right place, Mr. Knight. Tell me how I can help.
Answer some questions, that's how you can help.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Of course, Seeker.
You look like you definitely smoke weed. I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
My practice is mainly selling charms and potions with magic power, such as gree-gree and voodoo oils. You know, everything from unrequited love to wandering spouses to winning a lawsuit. But my spells and charms are powerful, and they work.
That's more like hoodoo than voodoo.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Much of a voodoo yen's work is protecting her clients from the spell of others. I make special protective gree-gree to be worn in secret. They keep evil spells from working against my clients.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
The recipes for voodoo charms have been handed down from master to apprentice for centuries.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I have told you all it is proper for you to know, Monsieur Knight.
Okay, dokie.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Why, that has nothing to do with me and my clientele. But I can tell you that you should stay as far from it as possible. There is badness there. Very bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Can't do it.
So you don't think the voodoo aspects of the case are fake?
Fake? Let me tell you about fake. If I get information through the grapevine and make use of it, is that fake? No, that is part of a voodoo yen's power. If people don't believe, there is not much I can do. But if they do believe, that is a part of my power too. But there are things, monsieur, things not even a little bit fake, I can tell you. Believe it or not, but stay away from it.
What do you mean? Do you know something about the case?
I work hard on fine-tuning my spiritual antenna, Monsieur Knight, and I get a clear signal from that direction. Beware.
I don't think you need any kind of magical powers to know to stay away from, like, a murder case, but, you know, I'm not.
What do you mean? Do you know?
I work hard on fine-tuning my spiritual...
Okay.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans is the center of voodoo practice in the United States.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
It is a fascinating city with many dark secrets.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
It is my favorite place in the world.
Mine too. Never been there. One of my favorite places. But I want to go someday.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
It is my favorite place in the...
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? You mean like my beloved Grimwald? She's a python, you know. Quite deadly in the wrong hands. I was trained by one of the great voodoo queens to learn how to hypnotize and handle snakes.
Oh, I'm sure you were. Rock on.
Tell me more about snakes.
Oh, I wouldn't want to give away my trade secrets.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what Caprice sans cœur means?
No. No, I don't.
You lying.
Do you have any...
I feel like you're lying.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh, yes. She was the first of the great voodoo queens.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
She ruled voodoo in New Orleans for 100 years, they say.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
I'm sure a historian could help you with that, if you want to know more.
Dr. John already helped us with that, so...
Tell me about yourself.
Yes? What would you like to hear?
How'd you get into this business?
I trained in the voodoo arts for many years with the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Who's she?
You have never heard of her? For shame! I can see you know little of the world of magic.
I'm beginning to get that impression, yes.
That's why I came to you, girl.
What kind of people come to see you?
Seekers after the truth, such as yourself.
Do you do anything else?
I am a voodoo yen, and that is plenty. It takes much spiritual effort.
How many voodoo yens are there?
No one knows exactly. Many practice in secret. There are probably hundreds. But of course the level and the power of the voodoo yens differ greatly, depending on their training and natural gifts.
Tell me anything at all.
I haven't always lived in New Orleans. I came here from Kansas as a young woman.
I lived in Kansas over the summer. I don't blame you that people were like to me, oh, how was Kansas? And I'm like, it's Kansas. There's nothing to say.
I can't think of anything.
Very well.
Kansas is Kansas. So is the Midwest. I feel like the whole Midwest is just like that. No, no hate to people who live in the Midwest, but I don't know how you guys do it.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Where'd you get Grimwald?
She belonged to a traveling reptile show. She was being terribly mistreated, so I offered to buy her. She's named after a spirit guide I had once. The spirit Grimwald was a very powerful female snake priestess in Egyptian times.
Grimwald doesn't sound Egyptian.
I only know what the spirits tell me. Monsieur, I am sure they know better than we.
If you say so.
How'd you learn to handle Grimwald?
I told you a great voodoo queen taught me. She learned from Marie Laveau herself.
Ah, fascinating. Would you consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
No, I couldn't do that. You might do some gree-gree of your own.
Do I look like I know how to do
One must be very
gree-gree?
careful with such things. Hair clippings, nail parings, and snake scale.
Or I guess, do I even seem like it? Because, like, you seem like it. But I don't know where I was going with that.
How about showing me how you handle Grimwald?
Really? You would like to see me dance, perhaps?
That would be swell.
I won't make you wait, Monsieur Knight.
Okay.
No matter what you see, do not be frightened.
I'll give it my best shot.
Can I do anything? I want this, what this is here. I want the snake skin. Wait, yeah. Woo! I'm just gonna sneak it on out of here.
Gabriel grabs the shed snake skin while Magentia is otherwise occupied.
Yay, thanks girl. That was cool.
They are truly inspiring, isn't it?
That's certainly one word for it. Could I ask you a few more questions?
Certainly.
About Grimwald.
What about...
Tell me anything at all.
You have to be careful when handling a snake. They're more delicate than they look.
I'll bet.
Okay.
Nothing, never mind.
All right.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
All right. Here's an old one. Take a lodestone and some brimstone to a crossroads at midnight. Light the brimstone with a match, and a spirit will come and give you advice in gambling.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
Here's an old hoodoo Dr. Gree-Gree. Place a dime under your client's tongue, and if the client is under a spell of any kind, the dime will turn black.
Maybe I should do that because I keep having these dreams. Seems like something's happening.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
To send someone away, take a rotten egg and write that person's name on it 9 times. You can also write on it where you want to send that person to. Take it and throw it against his door at midnight.
Cool. I think it's just gonna cycle through, so I'm just gonna head out. Because I know what to do with the snakeskin. Bye!
Well, I guess I'll be gone now.
Peace and harmony be yours.
Right.
Lucy, I'm home.
Oh, joy.
Okay, I thought I had like a... Okay.
Gabriel
There we go.
magnifies the shed skin from Magentia Moonbeam's snake. The snake scales are hued brown. They don't match the scale from Lake Pontchartrain.
Okay, I guess I didn't need to come here to do that. Oh well.
I'll be back later.
Uh-huh.
Haven't been to Napolean House. Yeah, let's go there. Hey, let's get crunk. Okay. Hi, dude.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Napoleon House, I think Napoleon House is a real place. You'd think I would know this by now, but I don't.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? I don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
What was in that drink? I want to try it.
What can you tell me about...
I'm no expert. You might want to talk to someone who believes in it.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
It's all over the papers. Some kind of serial killings.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Well, they say a lot of voodoo stuff is found near the bodies.
Probably why it's called the Voodoo Murders.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Everybody's talking about them. It's starting to scare off the tourists.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Everybody's talking.
Okay.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Greatest city in the world. I'd never want to live anywhere else.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
This city must get 1 million tourists a year, especially around Mardi Gras.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
A lot of people come here 'cause they think it's mysterious. All that talk about voodoo.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
You should probably find a book on the subject, you know.
Well, yes, but also I live here.
Do you know anything about snakes?
What about them?
Oh, just anything.
Man, you ask the weirdest questions. I don't know anything about snakes.
I'm an adventure game protagonist, I have to.
Does the phrase Cabri sans corps mean anything to you?
You know what goes in it?
I don't think it's a drink.
Oh, then I probably don't know anything about it.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
Sure. She's kind of the patron saint of voodoo in New Orleans. Don't know too much about her, but tourists sure get off on all that stuff.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
There's a voodoo museum in town. They'd know more about it than I do.
I've already talked to them, I just have to ask everyone about it.
Tell me about
For
yourself.
reasons.
A good bartender listens to other people's life stories without telling his own.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. When they're not fighting, they're all over each other. In other words, they're in love.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They played every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and stuff.
Really? Thanks.
Cool.
What can you tell me about...
I'd call you a regular, Gabe. And one of our local writer celebrities, too. Been coming in here, what, 10 years now?
Don't remind me.
We're still waiting for that bestseller.
Don't hold your breath.
I'm working on it.
What can you...
That's about all I can say about this crowd.
Tell me about the street musicians around here.
I like music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes, you know? Like that drummer right outside. They say there's been a drummer outside Napolean House since the day it opened. I like drums, but this character really gets on my nerves. It sounds like the same thing over and over. I just want to say, enough already.
Sounds like my life.
That's depressing.
Tell me about the street...
Don't know what else I could say.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day he went up and talked to the girl, and, sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
Does your wife know that, Sam?
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
Okay, bye. Ayo, Sam. I gotta talk to ya.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
What game? This isn't a game. It's a slaughter.
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
Okay, well thanks. You're probably gonna lose anyway, but, you know, I'll talk to you later, I guess. Okay, bye.
With all the people in this bar.
No, I just wanna... Can I talk? I think those guys and him, I don't know. Can I talk to anyone else?
What's up? Buddy, I think the place you're looking for is down on Bourbon.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that. You right? Just kidding. Okay, bye. Going to next. I know there's something I have to do with the police station, but I think involves that dude right there. I think. You fixing the thermostat there, buddy? Thermostat? I can't pronounce anything. Alright, I'm gonna leave it off here because I've done enough this episode. So next time, I'm gonna try to do what I need to do in the police station. And then after, hopefully, I can, oh yeah, go talk to Maya too. We gotta do that. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.